Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are talking about eyeball. So basically, what we are talking about in this video, we are basically talking about the layers of the eyeball. Yes, we are talking about the layers of the eyeball. We know that eyeball is basically having three layers, which is the sclera, the uveal tract, and the retina. What are they? We are having sclera, which is the outermost region, followed by the uveal tract. Sorry, we are having the uveal tract and we are having retina. Now this uveal tract, based on its location, is further divided into three main regions. And what are they? They are mainly the choroid part, which is present posteriorly, and it is the vascular part, followed by the more anterior part, which is known as the ciliary body, and this ciliary body will continue forward, and this is called iris. Yes? Okay.
Now let us discuss the structures one by one. Okay, now first come to sclera. Now in this eyeball you can see the outermost white region. Okay, let us fill the complete white region. This is the outermost white region. This is known as sclera. Now always remember that this sclera, it is white in color anteriorly because it is covered with bulbar conjunctiva. Okay, and more anteriorly, if you see that this sclera, it is actually convex forward. You can see this is the convexity of the sclera forward, and this convexity decreases with age. So this convexity, it is known as cornea. And always remember that cornea is also avascular in structure. That is why corneal transplantation is possible. Now, posteriorly, the sclera, it is not covered with conjunctiva and it is more or less brown in color, but it is not shown here. So, posteriorly, you can see that it's not white in color. Okay. Now, let us remove the outermost structure. You can see this is the second layer of our eyeball. And what is this layer? This is the vascular layer of the eyeball, which is known as choroid. Now you see that choroid is not the complete second layer of the eyeball. On the contrary, the layer next to the sclera, it is mainly the uveal tract, and uveal tract has been divided into posterior choroid. The layer, yes, the layer next to it, or the layer anterior to it, it is known as ciliary body. Now you can see that this is the ciliary body that we are talking about. Ciliary body, it is a circular ring shaped striped muscle, and it is mainly consisting of longitudinal and circular fibers. Yes, the ciliary muscle. And you know that the ciliary muscle is also known as ciliary body. And sorry, let us remove this. This is actually the ciliary muscle. You can see the ciliary muscle I am highlighting. Now the ciliary muscle.
Now I think it's visible right now. You can see that this is a circular layer, the circular shaped muscle. Yes, this is basically the ciliary body. And always remember that this ciliary body actually is connected with suspensory ligaments which suspends the lens. This is the lens. Okay, those from this ciliary body, we are having the suspensory ligaments which ties the lens in its place, and this ciliary body, it will continue forward. You see that this ciliary body, it will continue forward to form the iris. Okay, so iris, it is like a curtain, and this iris will form a hole in the middle from which this lens can be seen, and this is nothing but this is the pupil of the eye. Okay, now there is also important structure you have to know, that behind this ciliary body, okay, behind this ciliary body, we are having this blue color structure. You can see this is the blue color structure. This is known as ciliary zonule. This is known as ciliary zonule. So what do we mean by ciliary zonule? Remember that ciliary zonule, it is thickened vitreous membrane fitted to the posterior surface of ciliary process. So behind this ciliary processes, we are having some thickened vitreous membrane. Yes, let us remove this ciliary muscle, and you can see we have to remove the iris also. Yes, so you are having, this is the thickened vitreous membrane I was talking about. Okay, these are all the suspensory ligament which ties the lens, and this is the thickened vitreous membrane, and if I put and if I have a dot in it, then you can see this is the ciliary zonule I was talking about. Yes, now there is also an important structure which is known as the limbus. So what no sorry, this is known as corneal limbus. So what do we mean by actually the corneal limbus? So remember that behind this sclerocorneal junction, okay, behind the sclerocorneal junction, what do we mean by actually the sclerocorneal junction? You see that before the removal, this sclera, yes, this sclera, it continues forward with cornea. So behind the sclerocorneal junction, we are having the canal of Schelm, and this is actually known as the corneal limbus. Yes, behind this corneal limbus, you are having this this ciliary body, and behind this ciliary body, you are having this. Yes, behind this ciliary body, you are having ciliary zonule. We are left with another structure which is known as ora serrata. So what do we mean by ora serrata? Remember that it is actually a serrated region. Yes, it is a serrated region which denotes the junction between the pigmented layer of retina with the choroid. So you can see that this is the ciliary body. Yes, this is the ciliary body, and this is the region of ciliary zonule. Okay, now behind this ciliary zonule, what we get? This is the ciliary zonule. Yes, so this ciliary zonule, it will continue with the retina behind. So this junction between the ciliary zonule and the retina, we know that ciliary zonule, it is a non-pigmented. On the other hand, retina is pigmented with having photosensitivity properties. So this junction is very important, which is known as ora serrata. We have completed the eyeball, so let us have a brief overview what we have seen and demarcate the structures one again. But before this, yes, this is the complete structure you can see. Yes, okay, I am now removing the structure so that you can easily demarcate them. Now here what you see, that on the lower half we are having the sclera, then the upper half I have removed the sclera. So posteriorly the sclera is not white, anteriorly it is covered with bulbar conjunctiva and it is shown, it is seen as white. Now the sclera, it continues forward and it forms cornea. You see the cornea and sclera both are avascular structure, and sclerocorneal junction is very important because this is the sclerocorneal junction from which we actually mark the length, mark the distance at which the extraocular muscles will insert in the eyeball. Okay, this is also an important landmark. Now behind the sclerocorneal junction we are having corneal limbus and canal of Schelm. Okay, now behind, or you can say followed by this cornea, or so behind this sclera we are having uveal tract. The uveal tract on the other hand, it has been divided into three main parts. What are they? First we are having the posterior most region, which is choroid, and it is a vascular structure. You can see, let us remove it. This is the vascular structure, this is the choroid. You can see, yes, this is the choroidal region. Okay, this is the choroid. You can see now this choroid will continue forward and this will form ciliary body. I am showing only the half part of the ciliary body here. The ciliary body, it is what? It is a circular ring shaped or circular shaped striped muscle which having longitudinal and along with it circular fibers also, and it is responsible for tightening the or holding the lens at place with the help of suspensory ligament. Now you may wonder how these suspensory ligaments work. You see that with the help of a very simple diagram. Suppose here I am drawing a very schematic diagram. On the in the diagram A, you can see that this ciliary muscles, yes, the ciliary muscles, you can see they are triangular in cross section. So the ciliary muscles, they are taut. So when the ciliary muscles are taut, then the suspensory ligament, they are relaxed. This is where we can see that the lens itself, it is very much bulky. Okay, and hence it is responsible for short distance vision. In diagram B, you can see that this this ciliary muscles, they are not taut. Okay, they are loose, and this gives rise to taut suspensory ligaments, which in turn will make the lens very much flattened, and it is also responsible for long distance vision. Now in this diagram you can also see that behind this, yes, behind this corneal limbus, you are having a thickened vitreous membrane that is fitted on the posterior surface of ciliary zonule. This is known as ciliary zonule. Okay, thickened vitreous membrane, and this ciliary zonule is continuous with the retina at a margin or at a serrated region, which is known as ora serrata. Now there is also one important structure, that this iris, this ciliary muscle, it will continue forward in the form of iris, and this iris, it is responsible for the color, the various color of a person's eye. Okay, you see that the eye of the person, the pupil color of person, it varies. So it is due to the pigmentation of iris, and always remember iris acts as a curtain, and it regulates, what is the function of iris, that it regulates the inflow of light into the lens. Yes, this is an important structure of iris. So in this way we have completed our eyeball, and this is the third video of our eye anatomy. So if you like my work, then please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Share. Thank you very much.